Okay, so in this video we're checking out the new RadioMaster TX16S Mark II. So this is a refreshed edition of the TX16S with some improvements. I'm not going to cover the whole radio because I've already done a video on this and also on the Max edition. I'll link those videos in the video description. I'm just going to cover the improvements and then the differences and what's changed. Now this is the standard edition, not the Max edition. The Mark II does come in the Max edition as well, and I think in that one you have basically the different gimbals, it's basically cosmetic changes. There's like a handle in the back that can fold. You can check out the Max video if you want to see what those are like, but basically the Mark II comes in two editions, or two versions for each edition. So there's the Express LRS internal, which is what I have here. And then there's the 4-in-1 edition or version. So that one has the 4-in-1 multi-protocol module that's internal. Obviously, most people will probably go for the 4-in-1 internal and then add an Express LRS or some sort of module in the back. But if you want internal Express LRS, there is now a version in the Mark II that on both the standard and the Max edition for internal Express LRS. So if you just want that internal and maybe want to use some other sort of module externally, that is available to you as well. So the internal Express LRS module is in here. It's the same that's on the Zorro. It's 250 milliwatts max power. So for those of you that need the higher power Express LRS modules, you should probably get the 4-in-1 version and then add an external module. There's lots of modules that go up to 1 watt now, so that's probably a better configuration. But if you're not needing the high power and just want to do Express LRS only, then the internal Express LRS version is available for you. So first off, right off the bat, the biggest change here is going to be the built-in Edge TX. So this now comes with Edge TX 2.6 and not OpenTX. It's still OpenTX compatible, but out of the box it comes with Edge TX, and it comes with touchscreen support. So you can click on the screen and, basically do most of the functions. I don't really use the touchscreen too much. You can obviously still use all the same buttons, of course. Those will all work. You can select your models exactly, just like before. Touchscreen is fully functional with Edge TX 2.6, which is great. There's a new gimbal on here. They're calling it the version 4.0 gimbal. So this is the standard Hall sensor gimbal with the plastic parts. If you want the metal AG01 gimbals, you can select that version. So it's another variant of this. So if you want the, basically you can choose between the Express LRS internal or 4-in-1 internal, and you can select the gimbals. This is the version 4.0 standard gimbal. It's also still a Hall sensor gimbal, or you can get the AG01 gimbal, which is all metal, and that's another variant that you can select if you want to buy it with that built in instead of having to swap it out later. I think the biggest change in the 4.0 gimbal is that they use the electronic circuitry from the AG01 gimbals. It's just that instead of the all metal parts, it's using the plastic parts in the standard gimbal. You'll also notice that the adjustments are now in the front. I believe they started making this change in the later editions of the TX16S. I think one of the first batches I got didn't have this function. So if you want to adjust your stick tension, also stick travel, all of those can be adjusted here in the front now. The two knobs here, S1 and S2 on top, now have a centering detent that's much stronger. So for those of you that need a strong centering detent and ask for that feature, those are now in there. I also notice that the sliders here on the side seem to have a better detent as well. I don't think that I think I remember those on the original. This was pretty loose. That's also improved. There's now improved audio, a speaker now in the front, and also one in the back that's kind of hidden down here. There's a 3.5mm audio jack here. So for those of you guys that use headphones and want to listen to your audio through your headphone, you can plug in a headphone in the back here. These grips now have an optional flat grip that's included in the box. So if you want to swap out the taller back grip for a flatter one, this is included. You can swap that out. The battery door has also been improved. They said it's supposedly easier to open and close. I think what's changed is this little. I think what's changed is this little part right here that allows it to latch and delatch a little bit easier. Still comes with the 18650 tray for your 18650 lithium-ion batteries. I'm just using a standard 2S LiPo. The charging circuitry has been improved as well on this version. It goes up to 2.2 amps and also has reverse polarity protection here on the plug. They did also mention that the faceplate has been retooled, so it's been slightly improved for better fit and finish. It looks pretty good to me. I looked at my old radio, and it was from the very first batches of the TX16S. That looked pretty good too. So if they're saying that they've made improvements, it definitely looks good. Doesn't feel like it's a whole lot better. I mean, I've been trying to twist this and stuff, and it's absolutely no give or creaking at all. So it's possible they have made some slight changes on the underside of the faceplate to make it a little bit more solid. But I thought at least from the outside, it looked still pretty good on the older version compared to the new version. But I think what they've done is just tweaked it a little bit so that it just feels a little bit more solid in the hand. I think that's probably the biggest difference. I just want to quickly show you the ExpressLRS settings. They do have a small 256 gigabyte micro SD card in here with some Lewis scripts already installed. Go over here, you can see some of the ones that are already pre-installed on the micro SD card. And they have two versions of the ExpressLRS script on here, or Lewis script on here. Let's click on this one. And you can see all the standard settings you can change. And so I want to show you the max power is 250. So, and I have my set to dynamic. Alternatively, they've also installed a TBS Agent Lite, which you can use as well. And it basically gives you the same access to the same settings, just in a different interface. Anyway, I think that'll cover it for this video. Hopefully that'll answer all your questions as to what's new and different about this new Mark II version. Links to everything will be down in the video description. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.